coming in so hot. Welcome, everybody, to the Detroit Cast with Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Yo, what's happening?
How are you? Does your mic seem low?
Yeah.
A little bit? All right, I'm fixing it, tweaking it. I had some kids over here last night, too. I had some kids here last night. God knows what the fuck they did with everything. My bad. I don't even know what day it is, Jay. I know it's Member Sunday with our fine folks from Twin Peaks and our fine listener, Jim.
Jim!
Hello, Jim. See what Jim brought over with him?
He brought beer, and he brought cilantro salsa. I saw that.
I think
That's
that was
nice.
hand fucking made.
Yeah,
too.
I believe it was.
Also brought a fifth Jack.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Now, is that a Red Wings, like, commemorative, like, shot glasses or something in there, or drink glasses?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for the support. Our Twin Peaks girls are here. We've been fucking with them for, I don't know, 2 hours now. Bailey's used to it. Danica looks a little scared, but Bailey's totally used to our antics. Welcome, ladies. How are you?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah? Just pretty good?
Pretty good.
Have you caught any shit yet from our listeners who are fucking almost ruined Game of Thrones? They still are bitching about you, you know.
No one said anything.
No, they haven't?
No,
Well,
I haven't been added on Facebook. No secret messages.
Okay,
No
all
one's
right.
in my DMs.
Well, you tossed fine Danica in the pool. That was nice. How was it? Was the pool good?
Oh, it was so warm. I didn't want
Yeah.
to get out after I was in.
Yeah, it's been a crazy few days over here, starting about Tuesday night. It has been nonstop people here, kegs of beer, mixed drinks.
Yeah, what do you have? 4 kegerators out there?
4
5?
kegerators, 6 kegs. I'm not allowed to mention that there's a second keg of Oberon because that's Troy's reserve, T-Roy's reserve keg, and so he gets all pissed off if I mention there's a second full keg of Oberon. But dude, his daughter had her 21st birthday yesterday over here, and it was fucking yeah. They got into it pretty good. There was, I don't know, 50 kids here.
Get shut down or no?
No, we were able to temper things when the cops did show up, which they did, which was hilarious, by the way.
Well, you'd expect nothing else. You're in the middle of Franklin, you know? You've got a radio on past midnight, I have to imagine.
Oh, no, we had a fucking 2 DJs and 3 rappers.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, in the backyard. And the cop shows up. He walks into the backyard, and T-Roy's like, oh, shit, T-Roy's tending bar. T-Roy walks up. I think the cop just goes, really, bro? Just go, really, bro? Because the music is so loud. T goes, oh, man, it's fucking 21st birthday. He's like, yeah, no, that's fine. And so I end up going out in front. There's 2 cops here, and I'm talking to one of them. And I go, well, who fucking called the cops, man? He goes, everyone. They all called the cops. I was like, was it that cocksucker next door? You know, was it Juan? Did Juan call the cops on me? He goes, bro, it was everyone. He said, I'm 7 blocks away at the police station. We can hear your fucking... He said... He starts giving us a fucking lesson. He's like, you know, it's the bass waves.
Yeah, this is a very chill community. I can't imagine there's
Really
any
is.
other noise other than, you know, a woodland creature scurrying through the back 40. And then there's the bass.
Bro, everyone. They all called. He was serious, too. He goes, we've been getting calls for an hour.
Even the
from
squirrels?
Blocks. The squirrels were calling, yeah.
I'm sure.
They screamed, but nobody heard them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're recovering from that. And then we had a kid parked at the end of the driveway like an asshole. He's parked like cockeyed so nobody's getting out. Nobody. And then he goes, can't find my keys. This is, I don't know, 4 in the morning. Can't find my keys. Can't find them anywhere. T-Roy's like, bruh, where are your fucking keys? He's like, I don't know, man. Can't find them. Turn the house upside down. No one can find it. It ends up with the cops here and his mom, and they're making keys. They're making keys. He left. 8 minutes later, Troy's like, oh, man, I think there was a fanny pack in that closet up there. Goes in there, of course. There's fucking keys in there. It's right there. T goes out to the hot tub. Credit card just hanging out the bottom of the hot tub.
Same kid's credit card, right?
Same kid's credit card, yeah.
What a mess, man.
Yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun, though. And you know what? I'll tell you this, because we shit on millennials a lot, and these were 21-year-old kids.
Some nice kids, good kids.
They were really good kids. They were very respectful. Even the ones that got the cops drawn here, because the all night. They were fucking really cool, and I brought them down here, and we were fucking around on the microphone, and a lot of them are into entertainment and music and producing, so it was kind of cool to have them come and hang out here and do all that shit, and it was a lot of fun. But they were clean, they cleaned up, and
that was what I was going to say. The thing I was shocked the most by is that I showed up here. It didn't seem like there'd even been a party, to be honest with you.
yeah, I know. I
don't know how much you guys did, but
T
assumed
and
that.
Hat did a lot, but I think they were cleaning last night. And
Nice.
A few of them stayed the night, and yeah, it was good. And Skylar, obviously, her 21st birthday, she had a lot of fun. So,
What kind of was it? Did you like the rap, Mike?
yeah,
Rap.
dude, yeah. I mean, they're running around the deck of the fucking pool with hot mics, just fucking rapping their ass, and they were good, man.
Were they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they actually were. The DJs were really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Were they rapping to like? I mean, were they actually like
Like
freestyling
their own
or-
shit.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were doing their own stuff,
Nice.
man. It was cool.
And you
This
didn't
is
record
Detroit.
any of this?
Huh?
You didn't record any of it.
Some of it got recorded outside, I think.
Probably
Where are the
Snapchat.
buttons?
Snapchat.
Where are the buttons?
The buttons.
The buttons.
Like, you
Oh,
need a
Bailey.
button for pull the lever, Kronk. Come on.
Oh, boy.
Emperor's New Groove?
What?
Yes. You've never watched
Damn,
that
boy.
movie?
Where are you going with this? No, what is that?
You
Well,
can't
just because
request
we were talking
buttons.
about squirrels, and I've just had squirrels on my mind, and then I remembered.
No, you brought up
Emperor's New
squirrels.
Groove.
You said, did the squirrels call? We didn't bring up
because
squirrels.
he was talking about a little critter running in the back 40.
He did.
True.
Jade,
True.
is this your fault? Did you start
I
this
guess, man.
Yeah.
And then, but she wants a button.
button?
Yeah.
What she's referring to is your drop machine.
I screamed, but nobody heard me.
We're gonna have to set the table. E is wearing an "I scream but nobody heard me" T-shirt, and the girl's like, "What the fuck?" So we had to explain the backstory
The Hazel Abel
of
story.
Hazel Abel that Jay came in and
Well, the
ruined.
dirt face, of course, was real
I
scary.
didn't ruin it.
Yeah, you did. You came. You told her you loved her.
Yeah,
One
well.
phone call. You told her you loved her.
Laughing.
My three grandmas are dead. I need a new one. All right.
My
And
two
she was-
grandmas are dead,
she's
and I didn't
perfect.
I didn't proposition her.
Well, I'm 86 years old. What do you want with
What
me?
I want with you is for you to be my grandma.
Yeah,
I
you
need a
tried to buy her
grandma.
a TV, dude. You came in way too hot. You freaked her the fuck out.
Probably
You freaked her the fuck out. And you know it. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in. Jim, thank you for being a supporter. You can hang for the show, obviously. We would appreciate that. God only knows what these two knuckleheads will be up to, but
I want to ride some bikes.
Yes.
okay. Yeah,
Wah, 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 wah.
yeah, we can do that. We can get you some
Ride
bikes.
some bikes.
Ride some bikes. That sounds like fun.
I got a Grom.
You got a grump?
I just got a Grom.
She's fucking weird, dude. She's weird. I love Bailey. She's just weird. She brought over ribs tonight. They were so good.
Yeah, those were great, man.
But
yeah,
I forgot
appreciate
the
it.
pecan pie.
Oh yeah, Mike was looking forward to that.
Dude, I've been busting her ass for like
I promise.
weeks now.
I promise.
Actually, I didn't want to bring it up, but since
Stop.
you're gonna,
No,
you were
that's
supposed to
enough.
bring a hangover burger this week.
Oh,
I forgot
and
about
and,
that.
shit.
and
See?
if,
Danica didn't remind me. That's the problem.
well, if I remember, I actually even said, "Do you think I should write it down or something?"
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Oh no, I remember stuff.
I'll
I've got a good
remember.
memory."
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well-
I wasn't gonna even bring it up until you brought that up. So
write it down for next week. We'll get it next week.
I already
Pecan
put it in
pie.
my notes.
Did you? And ice cream. Don't forget the ice cream.
I got your bucket.
And
Thank you.
mushrooms.
And no mushrooms. Thank you guys as always. Twin Peaks.
You're welcome.
Our favorite. You guys can go. We won't keep you too
you're
long.
dismissed
You're dismissed now. You're on your own.
to go ride bikes. I got apparently.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. How was your weekend, Jay?
Yeah, it was good.
Anything exciting?
Parties as well, but of a different ilk. There were
Yeah.
grad parties. This is like prime grad party season.
Yeah.
So I ate a lot, man.
I don't
was-
get invited to those at all. You
Yeah.
ate a lot.
Ate a lot, dude. Because
Yeah.
everyone you go to, it's like full spread. You know, and you feel like you should eat. You feel like you should eat.
Well, don't be rude.
You got to have a plate, right?
yeah.
So I'd have a plate and then have a second plate, not realizing I'm about to leave and have a plate. So
Wait,
before
two
you
in the
know it,
same day?
yeah, I did. I overdid it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Sorry,
I didn't
there was
pace
bikini
myself very
butt
well.
walking behind you. I apologize. I didn't
I
mean to get
know.
distracted there, but there was a bikini. You saw it, E, right? Yes. You did. Okay. I just saw a bikini butt. What do you want me to do?
No,
It's
I
in the
don't-
house.
it's fine, yeah.
Come on. Back to your food.
No, that's about it, man. Pretty much.
What is the standard fare nowadays? Because it used to be burgers and hot dogs.
Yeah, no, I guess that still happens, but Manny at his last week we had like all Mediterranean, which was really good. But
Really?
we proceeded to eat Mediterranean for the rest of the week, which got tiresome.
Leftover Mediterranean.
A lot of hummus.
Hummus is good. Is that lamb? A lot of lamb involved with
There
that?
was some lamb. There was chicken. It was,
Chicken,
It
yeah.
was really good. But a lot of them you see, I don't know, some sort of pasta, mastacholi, plus salads,
Yeah.
plus chicken strips, plus burgers, plus.
Where do the tiny meatballs on toothpicks come in that are in the barbecue sauce?
None of those yet, but I've only been to a
What?
few, so I know.
Because those are standard fare usually. We had them here last night.
Did you?
They were fucking awesome. I love those things. It's like nobody can fuck those up. You know, you go some places, it's like, well, how do you screw a burger up? They did it.
Yeah.
You know, but those little meatballs in that crock pot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
delish.
a big fan of that.
But a lot of washer toss,
Oh, yeah. I'm
cornhole,
an
that sort of
expert
thing.
at that.
It's a good day. Yeah, it's fun.
God, I haven't thought about washer toss and shit. I
Washer's the
had
best, dude.
Leaners?
Oh yeah.
two leaners in first game I ever played. So
God, why did you bring that up?
Didn't several people write in after that and say, dude, that happens
that's
all the
amazing.
time?
That's a miracle. We've never heard of anything like that. That's I have the ledge, right? That where it's hanging on the ledge.
Yeah.
I had to sign the fucking wood.
Really?
In Sharpie. Yes. Because it was so impressive. No one had ever seen it. They were bowing to me like I was a
Wow.
god. And I did it, and so I did it the very first round I ever played.
Yeah.
Next game, did it again.
Wow.
Had to sign the board again.
Big fan of washer toss. It's fun, man. You know,
It is
It's-
fun.
it's
I like it a
easy,
lot
it's
better- well,
compact. You can take it anywhere.
Yeah.
See, I like washers better than cornhole only because cornhole's kind of like easy. Like everyone should be able to get a bag on the stick. For
That's
most
the
part.
mental game, dude. You sit there and you go, how
Yeah.
is this bag not landing on the goddamn thing?
But
Yeah.
washers is tougher. My point was washers is a little more finesse of a game. You know.
I don't know, man. I was playing on a cornhole
Yeah.
board yesterday that was super slick.
Yeah.
It had
Was the bag slick
the
or was
bag. The bag had some powder in it, and so it laid powder all over this wood. And by the end of the game, I mean everything was sliding.
This is glass.
Oh.
Yeah, terrible. See, I'm with you, Jay. I think that cornhole looks to be easy, and it's not. Like I was really surprised when we went to and did that round of games day. Not us, but T. Roy and I were, and it was like we're doing the feather bowling. Remember that? I'd never done that before.
Yeah.
And
You
then
almost lost the ball.
Yeah, it's the night I almost lost the ball when Troy
what-
dotted me in the left nut with an absolute perfect spiral.
I don't know that we ever got an actual update. Like you said, it was terrible, and then eventually just the next day came by and we just went past it. Like it got better.
It was
no,
a recovery on that.
I had 4 days of suffering.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a swollen ball. I think it turned color.
Oh,
And
my
then it was
God.
up in my ab. Like, dude, I honestly at one point thought about I got to go to the hospital. Like it was that bad.
Yeah, you can rupture those things, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I was reading on it. Like when your ball hurts from sudden impact. When do you go to the hospital? And they were like, oh, if it does this, if it does that, because you could have a twisted nut and lose it.
Yes, that can happen.
And the rupture was what I was scared of.
Wow.
Because it's like that motherfucker. Fuck him, by the way.
You weren't watching, right?
Dude,
you turned around and
I
boom.
was helping my neighbor. You know, their ball had bounced onto
Well,
my
every good
table.
quarterback, he wants the ball in the air when the receiver turns. It's right there, right?
But when
Receiver
I turned,
turns, bam, right in the
ball
balls.
was. If it would have hit me dot in the chest, fine, bang. I didn't turn. But dude, to be like, yeah, here you go, thanks, man, good luck with that game. Turn, boom, right in the
Gotta
fucking
love
nut.
video of that. I would have loved
Dude,
video of that.
you wouldn't have because I puked. I puked like 12
That's
times.
right, he
remember?
puked. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I
That's
ran to the
best.
bath. I ended up
that
going to the
video.
bathroom and puking my guts out. Then went outside and puked 10 times.
Oh
People
my
were like,
God.
have another drink. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
fuck
what sucks.
you, dude.
That's what sucks.
I'm stone sober now. I almost lost a nut. This has nothing to do with that.
These judgmental people walking by you.
I know, dude.
What a drunk.
In their car, in their SUVs, a guy rolled his window down. Have another. Fuck you, dude. I almost lost a ball. It's nothing to do with that. Goddamn vanilla gorilla. The vanilla gorilla.
That's what you call T right now?
That's T-Ray, yeah.
Oh, man.
You guys don't
Why?
know the-
Why?
Well, he was in the pool yesterday. I filmed a quick video. I was like, oh, Vanilla Gorilla's home. The Vanilla Gorilla's home. And turns out nobody knew what the Vanilla
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
T-Roy, back in the day, he was good at hoops. You know, he's a good ball player. He's 6'3". And he got into this run where he would go downtown. He would go to Detroit back in the fucking times you didn't want to go downtown. And he would play pickup hoops in the ghetto with all the fucking black dudes. And he goes down there one day, and it's the usual guys, outdoor court. And this dude, it's 2-on-2. And T-Roy's the only white guy within
This is
fucking
a white man can't jump
yeah,
situation.
2 miles of the court. And so this guy's coming down. T-Roy's going up, and this dude comes down, bam, and fucking dots T on the T's like, dude, I almost passed out. He hit me so fucking hard across the head, and I jumped up. I was like, what the fuck, man? And the guy goes, what? Got a problem with that? Was that a foul? Call a foul. Fucking call a foul then, man. T's like, nah, it wasn't a foul, man. You good. So next time down the court, T fucking dots this motherfucker and almost knocks him out. And then for the next hour, these guys go back and forth. Every time up and down the court, they would knock each other out. And so at the end of the game, the black guys are like, fucking Vanilla Gorilla, man. Fucking Vanilla Gorilla can play on our court anytime he wants.
Beautiful.
Wow, man.
So yeah, that's why he's called the Vanilla Gorilla. But anyway.
Funny, man.
So E, how was your weekend? You do anything exciting?
Awesome, dude. I went to Bob Seger, man.
Oh,
on
that's
Friday
right.
night, dude.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture with you and Marisa and your dad.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit, man.
Did Michael enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Fady, good.
Was
You've
that
taken
the
him to
final
several
show?
good shows, man.
Yeah, for sure I have. Yeah. What's up? That's his final. They say it's his final one scheduled
Like Friday
for
was
Michigan right now.
his last one though of the run, right?
Of Michigan. He's
Right.
going on
That's
to
what I
others-
mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he did all those Pine Knob
Okay,
days.
Well,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
his last Pine Knob. I think that they've been very clear about. I could see him coming back and doing Comerica at the end or some shit.
Yeah,
right?
they haven't said it.
I
It's
think
his what?
he could do Comerica, right?
I
I don't know. Is he big enough to do?
don't know. about
Comerica?
Comerica.
I mean, that'd be
But
kind of
it-
cool, dude.
It would
Had
be
he not
cool.
done all these, he could have, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. You're right. If he
Now
hadn't done like
everybody
all
kind of
these,
has their fill.
yeah, I mean it was awesome. It was completely sold out. You could tell. I mean there wasn't a spot on the lawn.
Yeah.
But he did all those shows. So you're right. Like could he really come back next year? Maybe he could. I don't know. But it was awesome. Yeah, it was. He put on for 74. Holy fuck, man.
How was the voice?
good, dude?
'Cause
Really good.
There was a stretch there where his voice wasn't holding up as well
Yeah.
as it used to, and I think he worked pretty fucking hard to get his vocal cords going.
Yeah.
And I remember, was it the Palace show that we were both at years ago?
I went 3 years ago, ish, 2 or
Yeah.
3, whenever that.
Took your dad then,
Yep,
too,
yep.
if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think I went to that tour as well, and I was really impressed with his voice. So it's good to hear that it's holding on.
It was, I think the biggest moment, like, people that went, I mean, I know there were shows before that, but in your mind, this is it. This is his final Pine Knob. You know, everyone's calling it Pine Knob, of course. And he didn't end with Turn the Page, but he did turn a page. And for whatever reason, that seemed to become like what people kind of decided. We were, okay, let's freaking give him his standing, even though everyone's standing anyway, but standing ovation. And it, dude, I don't know if it went, maybe it didn't go 5 minutes, but it almost felt like it, dude. It just, one of those ones that all of a sudden just got,
Stood and ovaded for 5 minutes.
maybe
Wow.
not 5
He
minutes.
deserves it.
That's fucking awesome, though, man.
It was one of those ones.
And
where,
it
you know,
wasn't.
like-
Was that his last song?
No, it wasn't his last song, but
And
I
they
think
they ovaded while standing for 5 minutes.
I like
dude-
when it starts to die down and then somebody, like
Yeah,
some group,
gets it
just
going.
brings
and
it back.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's what happened. It was like it kind of just like started building on itself, then it slowed down, and then like another wave
Pocket would
popped
grab,
up, and
yeah.
it just fucking like you could
Yeah.
tell it was way more than the normal one for me. Like I had goosebumps when it was happening. I was
Yeah.
like, holy! I was just looking around, and everyone's just fucking
Imagine how Robert felt.
yelling.
Oh, can you imagine?
Jesus has goosebumps.
Dude, can you
my God.
imagine having a full 5 minute?
Just standing there.
You're just like,
Thank you.
It was
Yes.
enough.
"All right, shut the fuck up enough.
I'll
I
tell
didn't
you-
cure cancer. Come on, let's go.
I'll tell you this. I don't know maybe exactly how long it was, but it was enough that every article I read a few of the reviews, like the Freep and some M Live had stories, and they all mentioned this, like
That ovation.
after Turn the Page, there was
Yeah.
this moment where everyone just freaking lost it. And it was-
How rock hard was Alto Reed? Was he sunglassed? Was he sunglassed?
I don't, you know what? I don't even remember. I don't remember.
I bet he was, because he knows what's coming. He knows when he hits the opening sax
Oh
notes.
yeah. Well,
To
he
turn
was
the
over on
page. I mean, that dude. He just
man, yeah.
he knows the explosion's coming, right?
I mean, he was over on his little side, you know, spotlighted up proper
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the, you know, stage
absolutely.
right or whatever in his little area. The one thing I was kind of saying.
Imagine being Alto Reed at parties. You know, he's just mingling at a party, and he's just telling story after story about. Well, the spotlight hit me. I'm standing there in the corner. And I knew what was coming next. They didn't, but I did.
The one thing I want to say too, I was kind of saying this to Jay, but the best thing out of the whole night was that for real, probably the most fun I've ever seen my dad have. And
Yeah.
I got a beer.
Did he dance or sing?
Well, so I
He
got
whooped a little bit.
Did he whoop?
Woo!
I got a beer. I got a beer right before the opener. And then after the opener, we went down to the bathroom, and I go, Dad, I'm going to get one more for the show. Do you want one? He goes, yeah, sure, I'll have one. I'm like, you want what I got? Because I got, like, you know, a
yeah.
micro brew thing that's got,
Hell
it's not
yeah.
just Bud Light. It's got a little more kick
Got a
to
little
it.
kick to it,
He
yeah.
goes, yeah, I'll take that. And man,
Did he get a little buzz on?
Dude, when you take a guy who just doesn't drink and all of a sudden he's got like an 8% beer.
Yeah.
There was dancing, white person dancing,
Dad
singing,
dancing.
yes,
Dad
and
dancing.
there was woos, there was woo, yeah.
Oh,
And
he
then,
was feeling it.
He leaned over to me a few times, like, "I'm having some fun, man. This is a good show."
Good for him,
Isn't
man.
that awesome? Did he untuck his shirt?
It was untucked actually the whole night, but
Did he untuck Mrs. Fady's shirt?
Hell yeah, when he
I
got
don't know
home.
what happened when I got
Dude,
home.
Oh,
but-
boy.
hell yeah, dude. He turned the page when he got home. Hell yeah, he
But
did.
it was cool, man. It was a really good moment, man. It was fun.
That's all. What did he close with?
Night moves.
Night moves.
Night
Right.
moves. But he, you know, it's like I don't know his catalog as well. Although I listened to a lot of stuff that day just to kind of try to refresh. But he,
Refamiliarize myself.
right, I don't know. Like I
great.
know the best ofs. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
But-
we did Hollywood Nights. That was pretty cool.
of course. And so I don't know the names of the songs, but he made a
Did he do the one that he stole from the GM commercial?
like a actually, I know his whole show's fun, but I know about 6 or 7 songs really fucking well. They're like the songs I can sing to the whole way through. Dude, that was funny because I can't. That's
Tom,
the
did
song
you
I
think
did-
of sliding out?
Tom Cruise the whole time, or did you
Sliding
think
out
of
on
Tom
his
Cruise?
knees.
Well, that's the song I did my dance to. If you remember at
Oh,
the.
that's right,
and-
man. Were you remembering all the moves?
I
get into
texted
it?
Tara. I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
our song's on. No, but what I was gonna say is like he's in Riker Rock, and Maurice is a great, awesome, so nice. Her husband's awesome.
Yeah.
They're at the same show. They're gonna go bring us beers even.
Hell yeah.
Awesome, fine. But it was right in the middle of Like a Rock, and I was like, "This is one of the few songs." Like I was like I wanted to sing the whole song and sit there and.
So
laugh.
why couldn't you?
I mean, I could, but they came over, and then now there's.
Oh, they talked your ear off?
Well, I'm
while-
having to
Oh my
I have to
goodness.
introduce.
You're in the
Sound
middle
like-
of Like a Rock, the fucking TV commercial, and they're fucking talking your ear off?
It's a goddamn Chevy
I
commercial,
mean, they
man.
weren't,
Yeah.
they weren't talking my ear off. It just.
Did you tell her to zip it? Say,
No,
Mike,
I didn't.
Mike, Marisa, zip it.
She'll be mad.
This is like a fucking rock right now.
I know.
I'm
She'll-
like a rock listening to it.
She'll probably be mad I'm suggesting this.
No,
but
she won't.
It was what it was. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool.
Yeah, good. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, everybody, insurance, we all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business. He offers all types of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900.
So we've got that golf thing coming up this week.
PGA, man.
PGA, yeah. Ernie Els is going to be there, they announced.
Well,
I got like 11 of the top.
There's some decent
50.
names for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And that's Wednesday, right, E?
Well, that's the thing that we're doing.
We're doing,
I mean, if
yeah.
you're talking, the tournaments obviously
Right.
starts Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday,
Detroit
Sunday.
Golf Club, is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They say it's the biggest PGA event in like a decade in Michigan.
Okay.
And
yeah,
so-
it's Buick, right?
Yeah,
Probably
since
was
whenever-
it the U.S. Open or Buick, one of the two.
Yeah.
And Dan Gilbert really wanted to have it downtown, and so we've been getting all these emails, Jay, the last week, like updates on everything. So and so's been added. You can announce this. Oh, this round is sold out to the public. And T-Roy was telling me about the email that was sent today, which sounded really fucking cool. They're trying to have the
Oh, I think I know what
biggest
you're talking
the
about.
biggest 3-hole stretch in golf, or the best 3-hole stretch in
Yeah, I know
golf.
what you're talking about.
It's a par 5, and then a par 3, and then a par 4. And if you eagle the par 5, hole in one the par 3, and then birdie the par 4, so you'd have a 3-1-3.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Got it.
If anyone does that, any pro does that over the year, I guess, will win $313,000.
Ah.
Isn't that kind of cool, though?
Some nice little promotion.
So T and I were talking about it. I was like, dude, can you imagine? You get a fucking eagle on the par 5, and then you dot a hole in one, and then
The
you
pressure.
You
Yeah,
come
double
up to
bogey.
the par 4 and you fucking par it.
Yeah.
Troy goes, even worse, man. You skull one and fucking drop it in 2.
Yeah, right.
You get an eagle on it, an accidental eagle. It's like, dude, what would you do? Is there something you could do if that happened, where you like whip a club into the gallery for a
for a
one-stroke
penalty stroke?
penalty?
Yeah, no shit.
Just pick up a one-stroke
question.
penalty. There's got to be some way
Something
you could
after your ball has holed. I wonder if there's something that you can
Is
do.
there a way, like,
Yeah.
you don't have enough clubs in your bag? It's a one-stroke penalty on this hole. It's like take one of your clubs and chuck it into the lake, because that would blow, dude.
Do you get DQ'd for misrepresenting your scorecard? You do, right?
You do. Oh, you think you could? because I think people would be paying attention. If you pulled the 313, they might recognize, like, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
He got a 2 on that fucking par 4. He's lying.
Yeah.
What would they do, though, if you did? If you accidentally eagled the one you needed to birdie?
I want to do that over, please.
Oh, man, it fucking went in. Damn it. Damn it. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. I don't really know what to expect. We're bringing recording gear out there. It's basically we agreed to help McCarty out. McCarty is doing a thing. They've lined us up on that Wednesday. He's going to interview a bunch of players and kind of do like a grind time Detroit cast special. So looking forward to that and getting all the details. But I thought that was kind of cool. It should be an exciting week.
I've always said going to golf events is the most underrated sporting event to attend. It really is. If somebody out there has never been, you should check it out. It really.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Like
you'll be surprised at how much fun you have.
And it's funny because most people would think like, oh my God, it's boring as shit. Who wants to watch golf? It really is fun to be out there, and you get a new appreciation when you see those guys hit a ball. It's just, dude, it's just different. It really is.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
And I'll tell you what, too. People love to be in that giant pack that follows a Tiger Woods everywhere. Fuck that, dude.
Right.
You want to be on a hole where you got a guy that 8 people are following.
I remember me and my dad just following Corey Pavin around all day long.
Yeah.
And it was just like us and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
got
whoever
a
he
little
was
tiny
playing
chair
with
that
and his
folds up.
girlfriend, you know, and he'd talk to you and stuff. It was just really cool.
It was cool. You can hear them talking to their caddy and making notes, and then they'll like you said, they'll talk to you. It's weird because you don't usually have access, but there's like ropes, and then there's nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well,
Totally.
Standing at the tee box.
come on, Corey, you got it. You got it.
Gotcha,
Shake
Corey.
that one off, Corey. Shake that one off.
No, you're right. In a perfect world, like when I used to do the Buick
And
Open,
he will hear you.
Yeah.
It's not like you're
Standing
yelling
from me to you.
From 15 rows off the field. He's standing right there. It's like,
Yes.
Corey, shake that one off. We got this one. We'll pick this one up. We'll pick up a stroke on the next. We'll pick that stroke back up on the turn.
You're so right, dude. No, you're right. Foul, because they're all professionals.
Yeah.
So they're all going to
you'll be amazed by all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like foul, go the ones that are less viewed. And, dude, you're
Totally.
right freaking there.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Yeah, it's a blast. And I've said that, Darren and I talked about it. I'm like, dude, because he's in awe of these guys. Darren's goal is to play on the senior tour at some point. You know, he's just a few handicap. And I've golfed a few times with Darren. And just the level, like when you get to professional athlete level, it's just, I don't care who it is, like Chris Draper, Osgood, Darren, any of those guys, it's like the ball just jumps off their club different than it does you and your fucking buddies. It just does.
Yeah.
And the pros are another level altogether. You know, I talk about, might have been the Buick, maybe the U.S. Open. But we went out there one day, and that's a blast, too, to go out during the practice round, like before the tournament starts. You know, they usually do like a Pro-Am or a...
Yeah.
But going out to the driving range,
Yeah.
dude, and just watching these guys just stroke the fucking ball.
One after another.
Oh, and the one time we were out there, it was a couple guys you've never even heard of. It wasn't even like a Corey Pavin. You know, it was just a couple guys that are on the tour that are fucking professionals. And there was just one of those cherry pickers, you know, for the cameras to get up high. And there was like a towel tied to the end of it. This is 200 yards out there. And these guys are like, oh, man, I can hit that fucking towel. I can hit that towel. And so 2 pros watching them just take aim at a fucking towel, waving 200 yards out and coming damn close. Shot after shot after shot. And they're just laughing. They're fucking around. They're not even trying to, like, you know, set it up. And they're just roping ball after ball. It was hilarious. So fun. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will get out there to this weekend.
Gentlemen, does your money work as hard as you do? Isis, you'll spend upwards of 45 years working to support your lifestyle, provide for your family, and set aside money for retirement. Do you know if you'll be able to retire on your terms, Isis? How could you know, Isis? If you don't have a plan, let Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial help to make sure your money is working as hard as you are. Call Mark today, 248-626-2000. Ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Jay, what am I drinking?
Mule?
A mule.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mule.
I don't know what's in it.
It's got a little kick.
Yeah, it's
like a mule.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I've got mint in mine. There's a lime and mint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely.
No complaints. No complaints with it. Remember the asshole that at Charlottesville that ran his car and all those people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
There's pretty good people on both sides,
Yeah,
right?
good
That's what-
people, both sides.
Yeah, that place.
That was really misrepresented. Trump does. He gets a lot of shit that he deserves. That one was a little played
He
up, right?
derided white supremacy right after he said that.
Yeah.
So
So he's a pretty well-known, semi-retarded, not the president, but James Fields. His and
is
he
it
was
a
a girl-
Challenger or a Charger?
I don't know.
Which one
you
was
know
it?
what?
Challenger, Jim
Was it a
says.
Challenger?
It's
Do
a
you have the
Challenger.
video of that? I just remember shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's remarkable how people come right out of their shoes. Yeah.
What is it about human people being hit by and it doesn't have to just be a Charger, to Jim's point.
Do we need a PSA to, properly lace our shoes?
I mean, are we not tying tight enough?
I
Is
think that may be
deal?
the case.
Because I was looking at the picture. You know the famous picture they love to show when they show a still? It's the black guy going over the hood
Yes.
with
Wow,
both-
that's a
both-
remarkable picture, yeah.
both legs in the air. And I looked down and I was like, this is unbelievable. There's 4 pairs of shoes
I
on
know,
the ground.
man.
Like, immediately, And I don't know what that is. It's like, it's a lace. Why doesn't your shirt fly off?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why does your shirt stay intact?
Yeah,
but
your
your
appendages, it probably flies up in the air a little bit.
Yeah, but right out of the
Right
shoes,
out of the
man.
shoes. We're not properly lacing.
Yeah.
So does it have a rally stripe on it, if I remember? I think it's a nice little car.
It
right?
was a nice little car, yeah. Do you have it there, E?
Okay, yeah, I can play it. I just
What do you think?
What are you
sir?
doing, man?
Oh my God! Doesn't he back out too?
Oh
and
yeah.
freak everyone
Oh
out?
yeah. Here he comes. What the hell? Yeah, cool car though.
Yeah, not a bad car. How did that dipshit afford that car? Look at the panic set in.
Sure.
Do you really think you're going to get away with that in the moment?
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you thinking?
Just so amped up.
Yeah. Anyway, his lawyers have filed now. They
Well, he pled guilty, right? And so it's just a sentencing issue.
yes. So he pled guilty, which they offered no death penalty.
Right.
So it was like, okay, stick to city. He was 22.
Killed one woman, was it?
Yes, Heather Heim.
Sounds
Heather. The fuck was her
A
name?
young lady, I remember that.
Yeah. Heather. Fuck. Heather Heim or something like that. God damn it. I'll know in a second when I get to it in the story. But anyway, so yeah, they're asking. They've got a sentencing memo now that they've filed, and they're saying that their client should not spend his natural-born life in prison because of his age, the fact that he endured a traumatic
Too
childhood.
young. That'd be too long. Life sentence be too long.
Yeah, and they're leaning on like they're trying to take advantage. Like, oh, by the way, little mentally retarded sorta.
Yeah.
It's like
sure.
I want to know. Like, what do you mean when you say like his mental illness? Do you mean he's on the spectrum? Because that used to mean something like mental capacity of a 4-year-old. You know what I mean? When you'd hear that.
Yeah.
But this, it's like, don't try to like offer Big E and be like, oh yeah, and like no,
You don't
So-
think Big E would require leniency?
no,
No?
no. I don't think you grant.
He's
E-
feeble-minded.
He's
sort of,
not-
kind of, a little bit.
He can play that card, and he
Yeah.
can definitely.
But wouldn't you
have,
play that card, Isis?
Well, I'd
if
have
you're
to.
looking at life, you
Yeah,
play
of
that
course
card
I would.
hardcore.
I'd go
Yeah,
transgender
you're like,
card.
I wore girls' jeans in
Yeah.
first, 7th grade.
just start pissing my pants and stuff.
Yeah,
or
dude.
whatever.
Throwing
Yeah.
Start
feces,
yelling at
eating
things,
feces.
yeah.
You'd eat feces. Just reach behind you and just eat some.
Right.
Would you- there was a guy that did that. Dude shit his pants
I
in the
know.
courtroom and
Yeah,
started
I
wiping it
think
all
we
over his
talked about
face.
it.
It's
Yeah.
not a bad move. Not
No.
a terrible move. I would go the trans move, dude.
Yeah,
I do
get
it-
thrown in a women's prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just claim that you're a female. I identify as a female,
Right.
and then you just fight your ass off because the community will support you.
Exactly.
They'll get behind your cause.
I deserve to go to a female prison.
Yep. That might be the move for you, E. Could you imagine
That
if
would
E-
Already kinda
confuse-
I thought we already talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have, but
Okay.
honestly, I think
That would really confuse the progressives in this instance, though, where, this white supremacist asshole mowed down Antifa, right?
Antifa.
That
would be
side would
great,
be
'cause-
really confused
Yeah.
if that's what the guy did. He'd be like,
would be
well,
great.
he does have a point. If she's saying she's a her, we need to respect that.
Could you imagine? Why hasn't someone done that? Why has there not been one James Fields? It's like, you know what? I guess it has happened. the dude chick that went to prison for giving the secrets to
Oh, right.
WikiLeaks.
Chelsea Manning.
Yeah, Brad Manning.
Bradley, yeah.
Brad. Yeah, when Brad
Dead
was
namer.
like, fuck, man, I could be looking at 30 years. And he chicked up proper.
And Obama let him out early, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Commuted
How
his
do you
sentence.
not? How do you not? So, so his lawyers, it was Heather Heyer is the girl's name. And she was an anti-racism activist, whatever. Anti-racism activist. Okay. Aren't we all basically anti-racism activists in a way?
Well,
She's out there on the streets,
Yeah, she's
though.
really
You know,
out
we're
there.
all anti, but we're not out there on the
Yeah.
streets. We're not the foot soldiers.
We're anti-racism, but we're not activism.
yeah, I'm not
guy.
doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just letting other people do that.
yeah, but you're like, but you'll give them
they
like
got that
right
shit.
on, go for it, you know.
Oh yeah, I'll change my Facebook profile picture and support or something.
You're not gonna. Will you?
No, not really.
No, I don't think
Because
you
I want
will.
to.
I think
I like
that's
to
a
whip
lie.
pictures of myself up there and let people see how cool I am. So
His lawyers say no amount of punishment imposed on James can repair the damage he caused to dozens of innocent people. But this court should find that retribution has limits. So, by the way, they say, just as a side note, he's shown no signs of remorse. Which, you know what, if you're going to make that call, like, hey, he went in at 22, he's a kid, he didn't fucking know his whole life, you should probably show a little remorse. You know?
How can you
I would say it's a
not?
good. It'd be a good move.
Even if not for strategery reasons, how can you not? After sitting there for, what, 2 years now?
Right.
Since this happened? And how does that
been
not
2
sit in
years?
like,
Would your
dude,
lawyer
I
be like,
killed
dude,
a
I
woman.
don't give a fuck if you care or not, but say that you do, goddammit. Like, I don't
The
care.
problem these fucking assholes have is they end up on that damn prison phone. It's tapped, gentlemen. The prison phone is always listening. It's there forever.
Why
But
would
it's
you think it's not? Why would you think that all those conversations are not being recorded?
Dude, this shithead had a picture of Adolf Hitler on his nightstand.
Oh, gross. Seriously.
Think about that. You know, a lot of people have Nana. Maybe they're kids, you know.
Adolf Hitler.
The one that got away, some chick you used to bang in high school that you still remember fondly. Adolf Hitler on his nightstand every night. So, yeah, and they've talked about his documented racist behavior over the years. Keeping the picture of Hitler bedside was one of them. He's recorded on his jail phone call, making disparaging remarks about Heather Heyer's mother multiple times, including as recently as last month.
Why? How are those even coming up in his conversations? Like, oh, you know,
She stinks. A bitch was on the news talking about me again. Probably.
yeah.
So, yeah, he's been recorded multiple times shitting on her mom. It's like,
What are you doing?
any mental health concerns raised by the defendant do not overcome the defendant's demonstrated lack of remorse and his prior history of substantial racial animus. His attorney argued that giving him something less than a life sentence would be akin to an expression of mercy and a conviction that no individual is wholly defined by their worst moments. I don't know if that applies to him, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you
Sounds
just-
like a copy-paste job from a different brief.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I like to think that, you know, nobody wants to be defined by their worst moment in life, you know? But when your worst moment is taking a gorgeous car and plowing into dozens of people.
Challenger? Yeah, Challenger.
Was it a Challenger or was
Charger.
it
It was a Challenger,
Charger?
not a
Charger.
Charger.
It was a Charger. Jim? Charger. Okay. Challenger. Here's the thing, though. He was they talk about his rough upbringing, Jay. He was raised by a paraplegic single mother and suffered trauma knowing that his Jewish grandfather, he'd learned this, had murdered his grandmother before committing suicide.
All right, this is relevant. Right? I mean, well, I mean, his mom's chaired up proper, single mother.
Is she, though?
And, well,
Is she? She's not quadded up. She's paired up.
she's pledged.
She's paraplegic. She's not quadriplegic.
Well, so what? I mean, are her upper extremities the ones pledged or her bottom?
Well, it's always the bottom, right?
Right, so how's she getting around?
Well, in a chair. She's chaired up proper, but not like this proper, where she's blowing into a tube.
Right, I didn't
to
say
move
she
around.
was.
I think of chaired up proper as proper, like you're blowing into a straw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, she wasn't doing that.
You know, it's like you're raising your eyebrows to show acceptance.
His
You know,
grandparent, that's pretty fucked up. Anything else?
Does
What
he
happened
need
is
more?
Yeah, he needs more. I mean, it's relevant. I'll give him that. It's
You
know
think he
that's
needs more?
some trauma.
Like
but,
what?
Well,
What
you know
else would do it for
my
you?
grandparents, if that happened to my grandparents, yeah, unfortunate, but I don't live with them or anything. It wouldn't be like top of mind like every day.
Your Jewish grandfather,
Okay.
which you would have, obviously. Your Jewish
Jewish.
grandfather murders your nana and
Right.
then kills himself.
Yeah, I mean that sucks. But again, like
All the while, you've got a paraplegic
if they're most
raising
if
you.
they're like most Jewish grandfathers living down in Miami, of what relevance is that to me, right? It's not day to day. You know?
And
Yeah,
it sounds like
sucks. I liked my nana, right?
Yeah.
I liked my papa. but-
how often did you get down there? Once a year,
Exactly.
maybe get out to Naples once a year.
Hey, and now there's an open condo, so that's the bright side.
Can you imagine if the story was your pappy murdered nana?
sucks.
Dude, I mean that's hardcore. Like that's today's kids growing up. There's going to be some papas murdering nanas, right? But back in the day, back in the black and white days,
Well, wait. I mean, what do you? I don't know. I'm not following
like
you.
I think when kids today get older and become grandpa, we could see some, like murder suicide. Murder suicide seems more popular
On
now.
the rise.
On the rise.
We're just hearing about it
Bigly.
more, maybe.
Maybe. But I think that's a cold ass story, man. Your grandpa murders your nana.
Well, it could have been. What year was this? Does he say?
I
need
don't
more
know.
Details, man.
He was growing up.
because he's only like 20 something, right?
He suffered trauma by growing up knowing that his Jewish grandfather had murdered his grandmother before committing suicide. So I mean I don't have dates,
so he's
but
part Jew, but he's a white supremacist.
which is why he loves Hitler and hates Jews, probably, right? Because his Jewish grandma took his nana.
could be.
Why else would they say his Jewish grandfather? I've never heard anyone announced as like, oh yeah, this is his Jewish grandfather.
Yeah.
How is that relevant at all? So yeah, and then paraplegic single mother.
I mean, it sucks, right? But
Yeah.
drives you to murder, gets you off, gets you less time. I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean he fucked up a lot of people too. It's not just remember all those shoes on the ground?
I do.
Those came off like severely broken legs.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Like,
Stuff.
are other people peleaged out of this? What happened?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're policed, but there's some fucked up people. A lot.
Wonder when his mom became policed, and where was the dad?
Do you think the dad left because she became? What would it? All right,
Because that could.
She had a skiing accident in Aspen, hit a tree, and became police. Like
I know, but where's the dad? Just as a single mother.
He was like,
to-
fuck
I know. I
Dad,
want more
I'm out.
details. I know.
I'm out.
I feel like they're opportunists here. Just like, hey, oh, really? Your mom's peleaged? Sweet. Front and center. His mom's peleaged. Anything else? Oh, my Jewish grandpa. Whoa, you had a Jewish grandpa?
And
Well,
he
how does
did
that work?
what?
You're white supremacist. Well, he killed my nana.
Yeah,
This is great. Good stuff. Anything more?
great news.
So where's the? I just wish that when they say that. I don't
If there was more, we'd know it. Because it would have been in the brief. It would have been
But
front
where
and
is the
center.
dad? Single mother, a single policed mother.
Dude, he wasn't gonna put. He didn't sign up for that. Dealing
know.
with a seated wife the rest of his life? No,
I know, but
It's
now
not
that
what
I
he
hear
signed
that,
up
the more
for.
I think about it, the more I want. Like they just throw that out there, and I want to know, like, oh, and the dad was.
If they were sorted details, we would have heard them. They
Well-
would have been written in there.
Well, for sure, they're grasping at
Yeah.
straws now. They're trying to get this son
So
of a bitch
what's the
out.
best case scenario?
Well, to your guys' point,
They fall out of love. They fell out of love, E.
It's
Who
crazy.
did?
I fell out of
The
love
Vanna?
once you couldn't walk around
No,
anymore.
the dad and the pledged mom.
Something
they
about
simply
that.
fell out of love. Otherwise, it'd be front and center in the brief. It'd be like, "Whoa, his dad cheated on his mother in front of him 18 times."
yeah. Well,
But when
So,
do they fall out of
They
love?
just simply fell
they
out of
fell
love.
out of love
accident,
once
pre
she
or
got
po-
shared up proper.
Right, pre or post accident. When did they fall out of love?
Okay, here's the real question, because I think you guys are.
I
you
think
guys
the
are
way you
dancing
write
around
that, if
this.
that happens, E, it's the dad left when the mother became peleaged and left it to poor young Christopher to take care of his poor
Where is
peleaged
the
mother.
dad though? There's a.
I know there is, but it must have been the most mundane of details that caused him to leave, or else they
He's
would
got to
have.
put. His name's James, by the way.
Okay. Poor James is left to wipe his mother's ass.
What if the story is as sinister as the mom dumped him?
See, I think there's something to
Can
that.
you imagine? She gets policed
Yes.
and then fucking dumps his
Yeah.
ass or cheats.
Yeah. Just cheating or just rolling around like this.
Just cheat.
Just rolls around like this.
Free blow
Go ahead.
She's just a roving hole through the neighborhood.
My God.
We don't know because you're right. If he was like,
If it was bad,
fuck
it'd
you,
be there.
woman. I married a woman with 2 working legs,
That's
not
right.
2 lazy legs. and then stormed out.
It'd be right there. It'd be James
would
was
be.
left to care for his poor mother, who was
Yeah.
left on the side of the road by his father.
Did he want a legless mom? No, but he didn't have a choice because
right.
his dad
Well,
bailed on
It
him.
may be nothing to say, but I don't know. That's the first thing
I think Mike's right. I think she left him. She rolled right away. Just rolled right away.
Yeah, and if she would have left him for a Jew,
Oof.
he's out of jail now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they would have put that in the story. Here's what I want to know, because I think you guys are dancing around this a little bit. If when he was born, she was chaired up already, if she was pre-birth chaired up, I don't think he's got a leg to stand on. Or his
we know
mom.
she doesn't.
Right. But I don't think he has a leg to stand on because that's all he knows is a chaired up proper mother.
Yeah.
Now,
It's your only reality.
at 5 years old, she goes to Aspen for the weekend, slams a tree.
All of a sudden, you're wiping your mom's butt.
Exactly.
That's traumatic,
And dad
Jesus.
is like, fuck that, I'm out. He bounces.
Yeah.
You know, this is about the same time you learn about your Jew grandfather taking out Nana and then himself. I mean,
Yeah.
at what point does he have a leg to stand on that he deserves to get out early?
Like I said, it's interesting. It's relevant. Sucks, but I need more. If we're gonna start slicing years off the sentence, I need more.
To the astronom file.
I don't even care about this. I don't even think it helps him get off the thing. I just think they throw that out there. And
At what
I
point do you
wanna
show
know
some
more.
mercy, E? At what point do you shave a year or two off this
Oh,
guy's
a year or
sentence?
two?
Yeah.
Fuck.
If she was a quadded up,
Remember what he did? It was
Yeah.
heinous. Heinous.
in his defense, she didn't need to
I
be
can't
there.
even, you know what? I can't even think of things that in his life. I don't know. I don't know that there's much I can think of in his life that I would think like, oh, take a few years off.
He was
of that.
molested by his grandfather before his grandfather shot his Nana.
His Jew grandfather.
I think there'd have to be. Yeah, I think there'd have to be racial
Yeah.
stuff, or not racial stuff, but like Jewish stuff.
There's got to be something in
There's
the butt.
got to be some
something
legit
in the
thing,
butt
like,
by a Jew. It's
yeah.
got to be.
Like
You
he used
do-
to walk
so he-
by this
so if he took an
synagogue every
uncirced
day
dick-
and just get raped.
Circed or uncirced?
They circ.
They circed. So if he took like a gaggle of circed cock,
Yeah, then I might be like,
yarmulke by yarmulke men
if they're
that he didn't know.
yarmulke up proper.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the little twirly sideburns and everything.
Oh, full on. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Then
Do
you
they
might
eat
be
those
talking.
chocolates? While they were eating
Maccabees?
the Maccabees, they're eating Maccabees
Wow.
with the curly Q sideburn
I
hairs.
think you take a year or two off of
Then
it.
I think
yeah,
that's
then
worth
might
a
be
year or
like,
two.
You know what? Okay.
And if his mom's quadded up,
Yeah.
4 years.
Sure.
All right. How do we know when his last 4 years are, though? That's really hard to determine. So if it's like he almost has to die, and then we go, fuck, go 4 years back from that date and go, this is when we should have let him out.
Should have. Man, had we only known.
It's too bad we didn't know. Otherwise, if we got a time machine, we're going back and we're letting him out this date. I think that's fair.
It's very fair.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, I heard about this. a little lost in translation here.
Why does everything involving Kim Jong-un strike me as fucking hilarious?
It just seems like if you didn't know about like Dr. Evil, would it? You know what I mean? Because it's the whole you immediately harken back to Austin Powers and all those characters because he just seems so apt for that.
He is a cartoon villain.
Yeah.
You know, he's a Marvel world villain. You know what I mean? Like
No, he's more Austin Powers, right? He's more.
he's more Dr. Evil. I guess like if you're talking superhero villain, I can't remember who it was that said it, was talking about I almost said Obama, but I meant Osama bin Laden. It was like, this dude is a fucking, Marvel world villain. He lives in a cave and he's a billionaire who's
Yeah,
evil and wants to
yeah.
destroy, you know what I mean? I think he wants to destroy the
Somehow
world.
he has the means of blowing planes into the World
Right.
Trade Center. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he belongs on a comic book, in a
Right.
comic book. Un, he's more Dr. Evil without a mini-me.
Well, the problem is he's already kind of his own mini-me.
Yeah.
God, he'd look good with a mini-me, wouldn't he?
With that haircut? Are you kidding
He
me?
would look spectacular.
Can you imagine? What was it Bigglesworth? Was that the
Yeah,
dog?
Bigglesworth was the cat. Hairless
cat.
cat, yeah.
So if
Mr.
he-
Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth. So if he had a mini-me, dope, or a Bigglesworth,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or Siamese cat, do they have the eyes like that?
Who had Siamese? Didn't one of the villains have Siamese? Maybe that comes from James Bond, and that's what the
Yeah.
play off that is. I don't know.
What was that joke? I am Siamese, I am Chinese, like
Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these.
maybe. that might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It was something like that. I think it was an eye joke of some sort. But anyway, Kim Jong-un has received a personal letter of, quote, excellent content from Donald Trump. the country's state news agency, which is probably that glorious woman in the pink dress.
Yes,
Remember
she
that
gets
they brought
really
out
hyped, super hyped.
Yeah, they brought her out of retirement. She's a superstar. Absolute first ballot Hall of Famer. She really is. She's dynamite. And whenever there's big news, he's, I don't know, launching anti-aircraft missiles at a nephew or a cousin, whatever, uncle. She comes out of retirement to break the news for the country because they really trust her. So I don't know if she broke this. Kim said with satisfaction for all you anti-Trump assholes out there, that can't give this guy a break. Kim Jong-un said with satisfaction. The letter is of excellent content. Appreciating the political judging faculty and extraordinary courage of President Trump, Kim Jong-un said that he would seriously contemplate the interesting content.
Wow.
I mean, that is
A whole lot of nothing.
that's good stuff, man. I mean, he could have said, death to America.
Essentially said, I'll read the letter.
He's going to seriously contemplate the interesting content. Give no further details about the content. So, and you guys remember, before the Hanoi summit Trump had with him that went south, remember there was some lost in translation. Kim wanted his translator to say something to Trump last minute as like a counter. And she didn't say it in time, and Trump was like, I'm out of here, bigly.
Yes.
And he stormed out of the room, and Kim was like, you idiot, I should have coded with this. And she dropped the ball.
Ended up killing her, right?
That was the reports. I don't know if she's dead or not, but no, she had to go to a training camp. So she might be
training
breaking
camp,
rocks.
huh?
Yeah, she went to Larry's place.
Warm beer.
Warm beer, yeah, auto
To
warm
split
beer.
some rocks, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna have two people carrying her and dragging her in back 10 years from now or whatever. But anyway, Trump at the time had said he and Kim had an excellent relationship and had even fallen in love. The weirdest fucking of all the
weird.
Trump quotes ever. Saying on national TV that you had fallen in love with Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, that was weird.
Weird, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
So, and Trump keeps dangling these massive, economic things. It's like, dude, Kim Jong-un doesn't need money, right? You can dangle those economic sanctions.
And he doesn't care about his
shit
people.
To the people, that would mean something. They'd be like, yes, starving, please. One can of beans, please. But he's like, dude, I'm loaded up proper in my castle.
At some point, it has to become so dire for the people, though, that a coup is very realistic. So he has to keep them
Is it?
just well enough off.
I mean, what about Mao? Mao rode that shit forever.
I don't know.
Anyway, so yeah, he's not interested in trading his arsenal of, this dope ass fucking nukes for, money and cash and stuff. He doesn't give a shit.
Right.
Maybe his people will at some point.
How about a 2-pack of My Pillows Premiums?
Yes, please.
Hey, get a
Mike
2-pack.
Lindell.
A 2-pack of My Pillows Premiums for $69.98. That's only $34.99 per pillow, which is
When's
the
he
lowest
coming on the
price
show,
ever.
Jay?
I don't know. We have to follow up.
Yeah, we got to get back with Dawn, because remember where he was supposed to be on a couple weeks ago?
It's the lowest price ever offered on podcast, radio, or TV. This offer is only available at mypillow.com. Use promo code TDC, of course, standing for the Detroit Cast. Use TDC for the very best discount.
Yes, sir. So we talked a while ago, Jay, about the master tapes that were lost in that big fire, Universal Music Group.
Right.
In '08, right? Just over a decade ago. And they really downplayed it, which is remarkable. I've seen pictures recently of, the fire. It's quite a plume.
Looked pretty substantial.
I mean, the plume will tell you a lot. Don't you think you can read a plume well?
I think so. Although
you know-
sometimes certain chemicals make the plume more,
Make it
considerable.
look worse than it is, or...
Yeah, darker, larger. But sometimes the plume can be deceiving. It can be.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. Obviously, if you've got a nuclear power plant, the plume is going to look every bit more menacing. Sometimes you get those colors or smells. But look at that, dude. Isn't that a plume worthy of some follow-up questions?
It's a large plume.
I mean, when you look at that plume and they go, whew, dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, if I have tape in that building,
Yeah.
yes, recordings, I'm going to be concerned.
Yeah, right? I mean, that doesn't strike me, at least initially, as a plume. And
That's
that's
exaggerated, over-exaggerated plume.
Right.
I don't believe so.
I see flames and plumage that is very, very intimidating. I would not want to be anywhere near there, and I wouldn't want to be in there, whether it was tape or, if I was Memorex or or live.
I
you
agree
know?
with you.
And so for them to go, yeah, whew, really averted danger there. Yeah, we're good. Nothing to see here. And they, wait, don't you guys store like the world's music and stuff, like the master recordings? Yep, no, we're good though. Totally good.
Was there story just that we had them in a retardant area that saved these things? What was the story
Apologize for
originally? I don't
comments.
remember how what was their reaction to this? How did they downplay this?
They kind of shamed some people. There were reporters sniffing around, as reporters are known to do. One, and so this hot shot PR exec Peter Laframento, he was really proud. They've got internal documents, internal emails, these damn internal emails that they're able to find, and he's basically like cock of the walk in it, bragging, bagocking that he's fucking gotten the local media to piss off.
Can't anyone pick up the phone anymore?
Yeah.
Pick up the phone. Don't put it in email.
He's in email form, just just fucking cock of the walking it to his staff. Yep, we were able to turn LA Times reporter John Healy around on this LA Times editorial, so it's not a reprimand on what we didn't do, but more of a pat on the back for what we did.
Turned it all the way around,
He's
huh?
fucking just cock walking it all through the building, So he's gloating on and on. Healy, none the wiser, parroted, oh yeah. The line of damage was minimal. At this point, it appears that the fire consumed no irreplaceable master recordings, just copies. Just copies, yeah. Pick those up. We get, basically Vivo went down or something, Similar non-truths were spoon-fed to the New York Times.
Non-truths. Well,
Yeah, a little bit of non-truth that's never hurt anyone. I mean, dude, and for 10 years, you got away with it for a decade?
Nobody asked for the
Nobody-
original.
You're right.
Nobody asked for a follow-up, really? So, yeah, they also reported misinformation back in '08. Artist reps, industry execs also misled, including Irving Azoff. That's a pretty big name in the industry. He inquired about a specific Steely Dan archive. Fuck, I can't, knowing that Steely Dan is the name of a dildo, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
it's a great name.
Yeah, it is, but he was subsequently uninformed about the destruction of others and his artists. So according to UMG whistleblower Randy Aronson, the Lost Steely Dan archive included outtakes and other recordings that were never released and are gone forever.
Oh, man. That's
So
tragic.
if you were thinking of some, the lost tapes, Steely Dan dildo versions, you know what I mean? Forget it.
You'll never hear 'em.
Fucking gone. Number of artists have confirmed that their masters were lost. REM, Questlove of Roots, Eminem, surviving members of Nirvana believe the original copy of Nevermind is fucking gone. I mean, I can loan them my copy. I have a copy of Nevermind, believe it or not.
If they want to
If they want to
run a cassette against it, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I've got it on CD, so it's not gone forever technically because I do have it. I would think other people. You probably have a copy of Nevermind
Yeah,
somewhere.
I could dig one up for sure.
I mean, I swear it's on Spotify.
It just confounds me that these things weren't in some concrete bunker.
Yeah, they had them in a cardboard box or something. Those files.
I know,
those lawyer box
I know we
files.
went over this before, but I'm still confounded by that. I want to know more about
I know.
where these things. What was the manner of the actual storage?
Why isn't there more? I feel like this should be a much bigger story. Like we reported on this a few weeks ago.
We reported on
Yeah,
it.
we broke news about this a few weeks ago. No, we talked about this though. I don't know when it was, a month ago.
Yeah, I just want a description of how these things were stored. That's all I want. Like, what kind of willy-nilly...
Not well is the answer.
Not well enough.
Okay,
Not
stop
well enough.
crying, sir. They're not well is the answer. Clearly, you saw the plume.
Yeah, no, they could have been well stored, but something, it wasn't well enough, obviously. But I just want to know why these things aren't really, really locked away underground.
And that's the thing. They have contracts with these artists that this is the role we're taking on is personal responsibility for the master. Like Buddy Holly's work, gone.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Holly's the day the music died, right? Isn't that Buddy Holly?
Yeah, right. Him and the other guys in the plane.
Yeah.
About him, yeah.
Yeah. The day the music died, and now his music's literally dead. But again, I think I have some of it. If they need, I think I have some of it on CD somewhere, but boxed away. I'm not gonna be able to get to it for a while. But so yeah, Nevermind destroyed. Reading this, I was like, oh man, poor Mr. Holly. The entirety of Buddy Holly's catalog permanently lost. It's impossible to determine what exactly was lost in the fire, though they estimate that more than 500,000 recordings obliterated. A list of the artists we know so far, and I left some of these off the list because fuck them, I don't care about, but 50 Cent, Aerosmith, Aretha, B.B. King, Barry White, Beck, Bobby Brown.
Oh my goodness.
Is that the end of the world though? Honestly,
Yeah,
did we need
some of
to
these-
keep master recordings of Bobby Brown stuff? Buddy Guy, Buddy Holly, Chuck Berry, Dizzy Gillespie, Don Henley.
I wonder what state some of those were in, though, right? You go all the way back to
Right.
Buddy Holly, and you go, wouldn't they just immediately remaster the thing anyway to get rid of all the fuzz and shit?
They might not even be able to. The quality might be so downgraded
Yeah, that's what
that
I mean,
it
yeah.
falls apart in
Yeah,
the reel
right.
before you know what I mean. I don't know, but
We'll never know.
no, we won't. Elton John,
The
Eminem.
Holly estate, of course, will argue that they were pristine.
Of course they were. Absolutely. They were basically in their own humidor. Eric B. and Rakim, Eric Clapton, Fats Domino.
Oh, my.
Fucking Fats Domino, dude.
Oh, no.
Yes. Gladys Knight
The Pips? What about the Pips?
and the Pips.
Damn it!
I know.
No!
I knew when I got to Gladys Knight, I knew what your follow-up was going to be. And unfortunately, Jay, I hate to report to you today, it includes the Pips as well.
Shit.
GNR,
Oh, no.
Hole. I hope it's Chinese democracy. Like, if it's Chinese democracy,
right.
you know what I mean? Like, just don't be, just
Appetite.
Don't be appetite.
Don't be appetite.
Don't be appetite. Which one or two of Use Your Illusion? Are you a two guy?
I like
or-
one, man. I know that goes against the grain. Most people like two.
Does that go against the grain? 'Cause
Yeah,
I think
most
I
people-
like two as well.
Yeah,
but
most people went two.
two is blue, right?
Two is blue.
Yeah, one is yellow. Howlin' Wolf, Iggy Pop, Ike Turner, Janet Jackson, Jimmy Buffet, Joan Baez, Coltrane, John Lee Hooker, Judy Garland, Les Paul, Leonard Skinner.
Leonard?
Anyone else on here you would care about? Queen Latifah?
Okay.
Well, no doubt. 9 Inch Nails, New Edition, Neil Diamond, R.E.M., Ray Charles. Bet he didn't see that coming.
All the listeners saw that coming. Knowing Mike. If you've known Mike for a week, you
did this
saw
whole
that
story.
coming.
Jim, did you
Probably
see
did-
that coming?
Probably did the whole
Gross,
story just to get
right?
to that
You saw
part.
that coming, too.
I swear to God, when I said
didn't
Ray
even-
Charles, it hit me right then.
He didn't even care about
I
the
did
story.
not. I did not
No,
think about
that's it. This
That-
whole
that-
thing,
this whole
this whole
thing was
fucking
just a
thing was set up.
build-up to say-
The only thing missing out of the first time we reported on this was that Ray Charles was involved.
Right.
That's the only fact he saw that was
Oh
new.
fuck! I bet he didn't see that. I could use that tonight. Here's what I did.
That update came today, and so he
In my
reprinted
notes.
reprinted the story.
Did you literally? He highlighted every name on this list.
No, I didn't. I didn't highlight Mary J. Blige or Merle Haggard.
Oh, look at his list. And
And then I cut a lot of them.
Show you the list.
Yeah,
He has a list of about 40 names, and it looks to me, although he
least
mentioned
38
Mary
are-
J. But yeah, 38 of them are highlighted.
I did not highlight Billie Haley in the comments.
Okay.
I did
Fair
not.
enough. That's
Billie
fair.
Holiday, not
Nothing.
highlighted.
Okay.
Bing Crosby, not
Why
highlighted.
wouldn't you? Bing.
I don't like that you didn't highlight Merle Haggard. So
I didn't care. I didn't care. I'll be honest
the
with you.
hag, oh my god, dude.
I started doing Snoop Dogg. Motherfuckers are gonna get
Highlighted or not?
highlighted. Yeah. Rufus and Shaka Khan shit highlighted, of course.
Shaka Khan.
Sammy Davis Jr. Bet he barely saw that coming.
Oh, man.
Soundgarden, Sting, the Eagles, all four of the tops.
All four. Not all four.
Yeah, all four of them. The Police, The Roots, Tom Petty, Tupac Shakur, and this one I apologize, guys. It's tough. The hits keep coming, man. But Yoko Ono,
Oh, man.
yeah, Master Recordings, gone.
Clearly an alphabetical list.
Yeah, yeah. They weren't doing a breakdown to the top number
No,
one
they weren't.
artists who lost shit.
Hey everybody, Hamlin Pub, they recently rolled out a new menu, as you know, so go try their new culinary creations, which include Southwest Cobb salad, candied Brussels sprouts, Korean steak tacos, chicken share, or the big brisket sandwich. Or you could start your day with an award-winning Backyard Mary Bloody Mary. Of course, you can get these specials at all 6 Hamlin Pubs locations, the new one being Richmond. Go check out the new Richmond store. Also Clarkston, Chesterfield, Rochester, and 2 in Shelby Township.
So the reason I brought that story up again was not just for the lame blind joke. It was that some of the biggest names now have filed a lawsuit. You knew this was coming. And so, yeah, some of the biggest names in history are listed against Universal Music Group over the vault of master tracks that were destroyed. The impact of this, they say, cannot be overstated. They're obviously going to play this up, but Universal estimated more than 100,000 recordings and as many as 500,000 songs. Why are we not getting an accurate count of the songs and the albums? You know what I mean? Like, Nevermind is the first one. Outside of poor Buddy Holly, I mean, lost everything, it sounds like. But why aren't they giving us, like, oh, yeah, you know, Gin and Juice is fucking gone, man. We lost Gin and Juice.
That's why when you said, like, oh, they can't even say how many have been, you know, destroyed, I'm like, well, can't they just say what they have now?
Yeah,
like, go through
either
and
go get my shit, or I'm going to put it in this lawsuit right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to list out what I'm missing, okay? So go get my shit. Oh, you don't have any? Okay, I'm missing all of it.
Sir, Mr. Dog is at the door. He's wondering about the status of Gin and Juice.
In particular, Gin and Juice.
Sir, this is Mr. Dog's 4th trip to the building. He really wants to know what's up with Gin and Juice.
Yeah, it seems like with the lawsuit now, we ought to have an exhibit, perhaps, listing out all of
Right?
the,
You would think
lost songs.
the most powerful people in the music industry, you know. The estate of Mr. Shakur is here. They want to know where California Love is at. What is the status of California Love? Ms. Ono is here. What are you, number 9? What the fucking Scream song was.
right.
Lawyers for the plaintiffs are seeking class action status. So that's just where, isn't that the one that sucks where you get it in the mail and it's like, hey, have you
get
got
10
shitty
pennies
And then you make
toothpaste
30
before?
cents.
Right.
They've won $50 million and you get a part of it. It's like, well, yeah, I've used shitty toothpaste before. What's my take?
$3.
$1.
Have you ever
penny.
signed up for one of
No,
those?
I haven't.
Have you?
Yeah, and I've gotten like 17 cents. and stuff.
Seriously?
Yeah.
They will cut you a check for 17 cents.
Yeah,
Did
eventually,
you know
after
that
years.
when you
After years of litigation.
why would
I wanted to see what happened, you know? It was some
Never know.
Comcast thing or something. I don't remember what it was. For some American Express.
Why not, though,
I
right?
feel like I'm signing up for a fucking credit card though at that point. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I know.
Like I'm on a
It's a
junk
lot.
mail list, right?
And then you start wondering, like, is this for real or is somebody just,
Yeah.
catfishing me?
Well, it's bullshit. You know, there's one lawyer. He's collecting 33% or whatever, and then the rest of us 200 million assholes are splitting the rest.
Right.
So why would these guys want a class action? What is the benefit to the class
You
action?
get it all done in one round of litigation instead of relitigating the whole thing over and over.
But don't you think Mr. Dog's?
They may have different interests than, say, the Cobain estate.
I would think. You know, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what's best for the Shakur family or Mr. Dog, but I would think Mr. Dog does not want to be a part of a class action and
No,
get
it's
17
essentially-
cents later.
It's essentially the claims are the same, you know. So let's litigate them all at the same time instead of doing them piecemeal.
Okay. Well,
And these aren't so voluminous that they're going to end up with 17 cents.
you don't think? I mean, I don't know. But I think if I'm
Mr. Dog gets 17 cents. What the fuck is this,
Fuck,
man?
that was gin and juice, dog. Shit. Murder was the case they gave me is fucking gone, man. I got 17 cents for it. But honestly, if I'm like, let's see here, Rufus and Chaka Khan's team, like I want to tie myself to Mr. Dog,
Yeah.
and Eminem, you know what I mean? Leonard Skinner, Louis Armstrong, like big names, but
It's not to say that they're all going to get equal amount.
if you're a Pip, if you're a standalone Pip,
If I'm a Pip, I'm pissed that I wasn't at the Super Bowl. Did the national anthem at the Super
Hell
Bowl?
no,
There wasn't
no.
a Pip. There wasn't a Pip around.
not a Pip to be seen.
Not a Pip to be seen.
We haven't heard a peep from a Pip in years.
Gladys. That was it. No Pip.
I don't know who they are.
So I'm pissed about that. All right.
Well, if you're a Pip or a Comet, you know, I mean, Bill Haley's not dying to share the limelight in a lawsuit with the Comet.
No.
You know, the Comets and the Pits of the world love to tie their anchor in a class action with the M&Ms. You know what I mean? And the Mr. Dogs and the Shakur family. I get it.
No, I'm just saying they're not all going to get equal. So they're not going to get damages in an equal amount.
Yeah, because their shit's not worth this.
Right.
How do you say? How do you say
How
what
do
a
you
Pip's
put, how
hit
do you
is
put
worth?
a dollar on it?
You're one breakout smash summer blockbuster from using the Gladys Knight and the Pip fucking song. You're one Quentin Tarantino movie away, Jay.
You're right. No,
know what I mean?
I hear you.
I mean, the Pips are like, fuck you, dude.
I'm not discounting the Pip.
Sounds like you were.
Far be it from me to discount the Pip.
They say that Universal has broken the contract agreement with the musicians by failing to properly protect the master tracks, and that was your job. You had one job to do. Fuck them up, man. The Pips are going to knock on the door. If they want to see a hit of theirs, they should be able to do that. So the attorneys also said Universal failed to report any income received as settlements from the. You telling me they fucking collected insurance
and
settlements?
didn't report it. Wow.
Including an insurance payment and a legal settlement from NBC Universal, which served as Universal's parent company in 2008. The suit seeks compensation of more than $100 million. I would think that would be worth a lot more than $100 million, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably, right?
500,000 songs.
How many highlights do you have there?
That's just the ones we know about. I mean, there could be a buried Sinead O'Connor in there we don't even know about, left in the charred rummaging through there. You find a fucking Sinead O'Connor hit from some time. We don't know yet.
Do you find a Sinead O'Connor hit? You might find a Sinead O'Connor song.
Well, you find a Prince hit that Sinead did.
Prince written hit.
Yeah. 100 million. So if you've got 500,000 songs lost, how much is that per master track? If compensation is 100 million.
Got it, E. How much?
Come on, Isis.
I mean, two
Too much time in the math room and not enough time learning the English
I don't know
language.
what you're asking, I guess.
So you've got 500,000 songs,
Yeah.
and they want $100 million, at least. So
How
let's
many
take
million per song? It's a story problem, Isis. It's your favorite kind of math. It's just a story.
So the Pips and their friends in the Comets had many, many hits, including 500,000 of them.
Come on, Isis. You can't go wrong. Give us an answer.
We lost 500
Got
million.
this.
We're seeking.
If you get it right, you're a hero. You get it wrong, you're a hero. Come
I
on.
don't even know.
How do we
Start.
phrase this so he can win? Because we want to put him in the best position to win.
I don't even
We
understand.
lost
where to start.
500,000 of something. For that loss, we demand 100 million of something.
I don't even know. I
I
don't
should
know.
just divide 100 million by 500,000.
I know. I don't
do
know how
that.
to do that, unfortunately. Like,
Too much time in the math room and not enough time learning the English
I know
language.
500,000 is 2 is a million, but I don't. So
You got this, E. You got this.
100 times 2.
200 times 2.
200 times 2. Yes, do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, man.
No, he's got this.
Can't even give us an answer?
How many times is 500,000 going to 100 million? 2.
You're kidding.
2 is a million.
Probably not.
Look at how this is what his teachers went through.
I know. Look at him. He's just giggling. He's got his hands over his eyes.
Some poor teacher went through this for first 8th grade and second 8th
I know.
grade.
Look at him. Oh, man. He's flummoxed.
He's
He's
so
flummoxed.
close, too.
500,000. 500,000 goes in 100 million 200 times, right? So
You got this, Isis.
I don't know what that means, though.
No, I don't either.
I don't hate him, but I just don't think he's that good.
I don't know.
You got it, E. Well done.
All right.
50.
Yes.
No, finish it
Yes,
up. What do you got?
that.
50.
1,000? It's like a number popped into his head.
He had it for a minute for a
I know.
brief
50.
fading.
So 200. I don't know.
69.
I don't know.
So basically, what you're saying is each master song was worth 50.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
50 it is.
Finally got through that. You did spend too much time in the math room. You ready for the greatest title that a story has ever gotten?
Sure.
I'm trying to think, because I think I've made that declaration before.
I don't know that you have.
I
This
don't
is
know that you
interesting to
have
me.
either.
Because I read this and I went, oh, fuck, I have to do this story because that's the greatest headline I've ever written or read.
Let's hear it.
Fake Uber driver who picked up drunk college women and took photos of their crotches was arrested wearing a fully erect fake penis. Find a better one.
That's creative.
Find a better
say that
fucking
again.
headline than that.
It does grab your attention, doesn't it? I mean, it does make you want to click on that one.
Can you read it one more time?
Gladly, Isis. Fake Uber driver.
Okay.
We'll circle back to that. Fake Uber driver who picked up drunk college women and took photos of their crotches was arrested wearing a fully erect fake penis.
So, Isis, at what point in the headline are you in? Like, you're sold. You're clicking no matter what comes after. Fake Uber driver?
Nah, no.
Takes pictures of
their crotches. At
Boom,
their
you're
crotches
in, right?
is what
You
I'm
see
in.
crotches.
Yeah, fake, because it goes fake Uber driver, picks up college women.
Drunk college women. They think.
Are you clicking
I
at
can
that
still
point?
kind of be like, but
happens
then,
all the time.
Yeah, it takes pictures of crotches.
Crotches, you're like, maybe there'll be pictures.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Or pictures of the women, at least.
I mean, dude, like the level of depravity.
My God.
Like you're faking a job, seeking out borderline passed out girls, so you can take pictures of their. Not even disrobe them, just take his
Pictures of their crotches.
crotches.
Ugh.
Crotch.
Sounds so gross, doesn't it? Crotch.
Crotch. It is a shit word, isn't
Yeah.
it? Oh man, how'd it go last night? Oh man, she showed me her crotch.
Ugh. Like, sorry about that. Hope you have a better night next time.
Like crotch should only be said when it's followed by rot. Oh, dude, no, fuck that. I stayed away. She's got crotch rot, man.
Oh God.
Yeah. Remember what? Didn't Troy have to go to court?
What? Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember this. I don't know if you tell this one.
Oh shit! Troy got into a fight with a girl he knew, and we don't need to name names,
No,
right?
I definitely wouldn't.
He ended up printing up fucking like going to Kinko's and printing like 1,000 flyers saying that this person had crotch rot and was having a party, and then went to the school and
Crotch rot.
fucking through the hallways.
It's wallpapered it. Yeah.
Papered the school. She was a senior at this point. He had graduated already, and the principal was like got word like, yeah, Troy Courtney's in the school. He's distributing flyers. It's like, suck a dick, sir. Got called into court and was able to win his case by saying, you cannot prove that she does not. Not even kidding.
Fuck. Seems like you could, actually.
Yeah.
She wasn't willing to? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, she must have had it then.
That happened.
Good guess, T-Roy. Good guess, sir.
The other
Yeah,
thing
what a bluff.
he
called it.
we'll have to have him. We'll have to have him come down and tell the story. It's because he was also charged with like harassment, like a weird form of harassment, because he left the fucking most vile message on a machine about
Some kind of stalking type deal.
It was like a weird, but it fell into this weird category. You've never even heard of these charges before because he left voicemails on the machine like, you fucking bitch, whatever he said. This goes back many, many years ago. He's a much more responsible, grown-ass man. The Vanilla Gorilla has...
Do not cross the Vanilla Gorilla.
No, do not. He's a very well-respected member of the community at this point.
We haven't got to the story even yet, by the way. We haven't even gotten to whatever the story was.
Oh, yeah, the
Did
fake
you
Uber
even
driver.
need to? I mean, it tells the whole thing, right?
Well,
That's the beauty of it.
It's actually better because when I hear grandpa, I just... there's something... Like, I know my grandpa, and I know he was racist, and I know... You know,
wait, this guy was a grandpa doing this? This fake Uber driver?
Yeah, he was like 62. Tommy Beard. Oh, Thomas Wayne.
What are you doing in your life? 62.
He's from Alabama, arrested for kidnapping after he posed as an Uber driver and picked up a drunk college student while he was wearing this fully erect fake penis when he was taken into custody.
Dude, kidnapping. Think about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a real charge because that includes like someone who grabs a kid and naps them, and then you who just have someone drunk passed out in your car.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Drunk. Get in. I'm an Uber.
So he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of kidnapping and impersonating a transportation network company driver. I didn't know that was a charge.
Must be new.
Impersonating a transportation network company driver. Okay. Beard picked up the college-age women. Women, plural, from Tuscaloosa bars, and I guess that's where the University of Alabama is. So he was arrested in the early hours of March 2nd after a 22-year-old college student was found unconscious in the backseat of his car by a sheriff's deputy. I feel like there's stuff missing, details missing that would really help us out
He
here.
had a headlight out. He got pulled over.
Okay. Fair enough.
What's this unconscious co-ed doing in your back seat, sir?
The college student told investigators she remembered leaving a bar, but could not recall getting inside Beard's vehicle. A search of his cell phone revealed numerous photos showing fully clothed, unconscious women in the back seat of his car. The pictures focused on the breast and crotch area.
What a shock.
Is their quote.
What is, like, so they're wearing jeans? I mean, maybe
Skirts,
they're wearing,
probably.
yeah, I was going to say, maybe.
A lot
they're
of
wearing
skirts, a lot of... Alabama girls aren't afraid to have their titties propped up proper, right?
I don't know.
Imagine.
I reckon.
They also searched his car. And then they just drop in here. Court records indicate that when Beard was arrested, he was wearing a fully erect artificial penis.
That's
I need to know more than just that.
fully erect. He was wearing it.
So is this a strap-on?
That's
Was he
what I
wearing
would-
it in his
yeah.
butthole?
No, I would guess
His
it was strap-on.
forehead. What's going on here?
Yeah. Why would you be driving around wearing a... can you Bing? Would you get on the Bing machine right now and find out... Like, look, I'm looking for a fully erect artificial penis.
It's just a strap-on, dude. I'm sure.
Why would he be wearing a strap on his pants?
Why would he be doing any of this stuff? I mean,
When he
It's
sees
all
the
hard to
blue
explain.
when he sees the blue and reds that are pulling him over, why wouldn't you go, oh God, I've got this fake heart on in my pants. Better throw that under the seat. Like, why would you leave? I feel like they owe us. You know what I mean? They found in his car a loaded gun, a bottle of hair conditioner, and a fake Uber-mounted light on his dashboard. Why? Why do you need to fake being an Uber driver? You don't even have a boss as an Uber driver. Just go on the website and sign up. They'll send you the sticker. Like, why do you need
Yeah,
to
but
fake
then
it?
you're traceable, right? I mean, dude's
Is that
doing
it?
this
So-
on the down low.
yeah.
So he's printing his own fake Uber dashboard light and sticker so he can just
Yeah. Pick up chicks and take pictures of their
crotch.
crotches
Ugh.
Yeah, because then he can.
while
he
he
could-
wears his fake erect penis.
Yeah. I'll admit, the headline is better than the story. He initially claimed
Begs some questions.
he was a driver for Uber, and then he had to admit, I was only posing as one. You know, he stinks as a driver, so I can't be that. He bought an Uber sign on his own for his black 2012 Ford Taurus. That's where we're at, Thomas Wayne Beard. Driving around in an 012 fucking black Taurus with fake Uber stickers. Have we hit rock bottom yet, sir?
on your Friday night, probably, you know what I mean, or whatever night, you know.
Don't discount the fake erect penis either.
I know. They just leave that. That's all they say. Oh yeah, court records indicate he was
Wearing.
wearing.
It's
Like,
curious. It's
it was in his
curious.
car. If it was sitting next to the hair conditioner in the car and the loaded gun,
He's wearing
fine,
a strap.
fine. He's wearing one. I want
Twisted,
more details
man.
on that. And then they drop this in there. He's believed to be a married father and grandfather. And then he allegedly confessed, yeah, I was photographing young women when they passed out in my back seat, mostly of their crotches and stuff. Yeah.
God damn it.
62, and I'm a grandpa. Can you imagine? It's like, you still got to bring your fucking toddler over to grandpa's.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you
Not
do.
after that, you don't.
You
Fuck
do.
no, you don't.
You keep an eye on him. But
Done with all that.
really?
Yes.
What happened to Grandpa?
What happened to
Oh,
Grandpa?
story.
Your kid is 6 and fucking loves Papa.
Sorry.
Loves what? He takes a few Polaroids of some crotches and he's out?
Yes.
What? You're a
He's
monster.
out until he can explain the goddamn fucking fake cock that he's
That's it,
wearing.
dude.
Until he can come up with an explanation of that.
You know what, son?
He's out.
You know what, son? Look, I got caught in a compromising position. I snap a few fucking crotch photos. Yes. Did I have a dildo in my pants? Yes. I still want to see Manny
Yeah,
and
there's
Russell.
too much there. There's too much there.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
Family meeting, at least?
No, it's just
What if you explained it to the kids and let them know? And let them decide?
No.
Look, guys, look. Here's the deal.
Well, I guess at the age my kids are, yeah, they're not like, you know.
No, I mean when they're
if
7.
my dad tried to grab my kid and just get, knuckle sandwich.
Well, if they're 7, 8, and they're like, why aren't we going to Poppy's
Yeah, no.
for Christmas? Like
for good
tradition?
reason. For good reason.
I
I'm
wonder
going to
what
need
you
more
did.
than
Is that
that,
what you
Dad. I'm going to
say?
need more than good reason. You can't just say good reason. This guy was a saint to me. He hooks me up. He does those belly fucking things that I love. He gives me knee rides around the fucking living room. The guy's dope.
I'd be like, what else? What else? What else happened to you? Where did he touch you?
He shows me all those.
I grabbed the doll. Show me on the doll. Where did he touch you?
Well, he shows me all those pictures of crotches and stuff. That's pretty awesome every
That's
year.
just- no more grandpa. Sorry, man.
Fuck, he's
He
gone.
ruined his grandpa card.
Wow, he
He
loses
did.
his
He did.
grandpa card.
Yes. ridiculous.
Wow. Do we have any email, Jay, or do we?
Yeah, we do. But
sorry.
let's see.
We can get to it. Yeah, I was rambling along.
John writes in, went to Hocking Hills this past weekend, meaning the weekend prior,
Okay.
with my kids and wife for miles of hiking trails. You familiar with Hocking Hills? I am not.
Not really. But really quick, circling back, is there anything crotch-taking picture grandpa can do to get back in the fucking family circle of trust?
Oh, man.
Is there anything he can do? Apology, get down on a knee and beg?
I think he's got to wait till all my kids are grown. There's no way a minor child is going over there. Just isn't.
But that's the best Papa time.
I'm sorry, Papa. You ruined it. E, are you with me on this? Where are you on this one?
I mean, I'm just asking, guys.
I can't
if
put
there's
a minor
way to-
child in his care.
Is there a? Well, you're there. Let's just assume you're there with Thanksgiving.
I mean, it would be the conversation would be really awkward to say. Like, I don't know what I would say if I was a dad. Why we're not going to see Grandpa anymore? But no, he'd be done.
Wow. Sorry.
You disagree with that?
No, I hate to see families break up like this. I really do.
Well, then Papa shouldn't have done it.
He's a bad boy, but he's not. He's redeemable.
Papa, leave your
Forgive.
dildo in your pants. The oldest kid is a listener, says John. So they're at Hocking Hills. They're strutting around with his wife on hiking trails. Hiking trails.
What is Hocking Hills? You were going to tell me.
I don't know.
that.
I don't
Looks
know,
like
man.
It might be in Ohio.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think of Ohio as having any sort of hill,
Well, if you
let
get
alone a
well,
Hocking Hill.
Yeah, I think of the
down
nickel,
past
right?
Columbus.
Oh,
Because
true,
Once you
yeah.
get down there, dude, you're pretty much
Near
in Virginia.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some good stuff down by Cincinnati and Kentucky. The oldest kid is a listener. Thanks to your review of what was in the presidential limo. We talked about the Beast.
Yep.
And your guys' impressions of the oldest and myself were yelling back and forth all weekend long. I'm feeling faint. I need some juice and cookies. So picture these guys walking, hiking, and they're yelling this shit. Even when we aren't listening, you have us laughing. Keep it up, Jonathan. Oh, thanks, John.
Thank you. I had a kid tell me this weekend, hey, man, I checked out your show. It's way better than I thought it was going to be.
Like one of the kids at the party?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
good.
like 20.
Yeah.
It's way better than I thought it was going to be. I was like, what made you think it was going to suck a dick, man?
I love it when people say that as a compliment. When
I
people
know.
do things like that, like, wow, you have an idea, and they're like, that's actually a pretty good idea. It's like, well, okay.
Yeah.
What a backhanded way of saying that you did something.
It was actually fitting, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Him going, dude, it was way better than I thought
No,
it was going
that's
to
a
be. It was like,
different-
you know what? You're fucking Skylar's boyfriend. I figured you were going to be a total fucking douche, and you seem way cooler than I thought.
Yeah,
were
did
gonna
you
be.
throw that back out?
Yeah,
Well,
for
that's
sure.
good. Perfect.
And I meant it wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and he
I
probably
assumed-
meant it too.
She was like, he works at a sandwich shop, and I'm like, yeah, I remember being young. He works at a sandwich shop and hooks me up with free sandwiches, and I was like, that's dope. He's
Sounds
probably
perfect.
a douche, though. I don't know why. I didn't know anything more.
Yeah.
You know,
But you met him and you were
I met him.
fond
He
of
was
him. You grew fond.
absolutely a joy to be around.
Is that right?
He was a joy to be around. He was.
You'd
I
have
was
him
like,
back.
I would. And when he went, dude, your show's way better than I thought it was going to be, I was like, you know what? You're way less a douche than I thought you were going to be. We
Touche,
both fully meant
sir.
what we said. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
James writes in, Bone Job. Recall Bone Job's
still listens?
Bone Job's last email was something about NASCAR being. He said we were
No.
wrong on pit row.
He agreed with
He was
Ease's
right.
or
Yeah, he
something.
was right. To E's point,
Probably an imposter.
pit road, not pit row.
Mm-hmm.
But then he gave this parting shot to IndyCar and Formula One. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, like
Yeah.
they were white trash or something?
No, he said, like, oh, I would
Like
go
they
to.
were faggoty.
Yeah, I would watch indie, but I like girls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
alluded
yeah.
to the notion that they were faggoty. Well, James writes in, Bone Job is spot on about Formula One and
What?
IndyCar. Those sports, quote unquote, are as gay as soccer.
Because they're French. Is it the Monaco angle that people have a hard on about?
Man, I don't know why there's gay. I don't know.
Dude,
Maybe it's because the drivers are like
dude, IndyCar racing is legit.
the
man.
character from Talladega Nights,
Yes, yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
He's the Formula One guy who comes over to NASCAR in that movie.
Yeah.
That's what people think of when they think
Yeah.
of Formula One, right?
Yeah, but didn't he break his fucking hand? Like, he was a bad motherfucker,
He
though,
was a
in the
bad
end.
motherfucker.
Like, he snapped
Didn't
Will
they have a
Ferrell's...
sprint at the end? Didn't they both
It's such a
sprint to the
terrible
finish?
ending on that. That
Was
movie,
it?
Right,
Yeah.
both
I
their
was
cars
so
crashed, so they sprinted.
I was so
Yeah,
excited.
or the one went in backwards or something. Like
Yeah.
something stupid.
Dude.
But the baby Jesus prayer.
Oh, my
I mean,
God,
it's
classic.
so good. It carries the film.
Well, here's the thing. I was so excited when that movie was going to come out because it was at this peak where I was like, Will Ferrell just seemed like to me like the best thing ever at that time. You know, old school and some of that stuff that's been around.
John C. Riley, too.
Well, yeah,
like, he's
exactly.
fucking awesome in
Yeah,
that.
And I
don't know.
love
I don't
NASCAR.
appreciate
I
him
was-
as much
Excuse
as
me?
I
Really?
Oh, he's great. But
much as I
I
should,
was
apparently.
so excited for that movie, and I would say that the first half is kind of. I think it's okay. You're right. That the prayer is
baby
incredible.
prayer? Yeah.
There's moments at the beginning, but it goes like 45 minutes too long. Like it just the whole second thing of his.
Yeah, I don't remember,
recovery-
man. That's one of those ones I've seen once, and I sort of have a positive memory of it. But you're probably right, Isis. If you
I throw it in the whole world of Anchorman and Talladega Nights, all those. I don't remember. Like when I think of a movie that was one movie for the first half, and then like Full Metal Jacket. First half of Full Metal Jacket's the greatest fucking movie ever. The second half with the fucking Vietnam War, whatever. You know what I mean? but Talladega Nights, I don't remember it having.
I think it really drags in the end to me.
Really?
remember the cougar being put in the car with him?
That's part of it. That whole part of it to me was when it was like, this is fucking getting dumb, man.
Maybe.
But whatever.
What was the movie I watched over the weekend that I was like, God, this is really underrated and funny? Shit.
I watched a lot of The Beautiful Game where I thought that.
Really?
I thought this is really underrated by these guys. How can they not be
Yeah.
watching The Beautiful
you
Game?
And your fucking sweatshop sports, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, you're just a big fan.
Women's World Cup, nothing.
Didn't see it. I saw Women's World Cup. I was like, oh, maybe I'll check these fucking lesbians out. And then I was like, oh, it's like France, Brazil. Who gives a shit?
That was a good
it
game.
wasn't Team USA.
It's a
was
really
it?
good game, yeah.
Did I get it right? France, Brazil?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
2-1 final in extra time.
Really?
Sorry, spoiler.
I was going to try and watch that later.
Watched the men beat Trinidad and Tobago 6-0 last night. No, nothing.
Missed
None of
that.
All 6 goals.
Excited for Michigan in the World Series, though. Michigan baseball.
Who are they playing?
I don't know. That's
Vanderbilt?
tomorrow, though. Vanderbilt. Yeah.
I've watched 3 games and I'm a huge fan now.
Are you? I bet you are.
I was telling Isis the other day, I thought they were in the World Series already.
I
I didn't
didn't- yeah,
understand that there were
college has a
several
weird-
tiers to the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, they've won a game. All right, 3 more to go, or how does this work?
Yeah. So what is it? Is it like a 7-game series?
Well, no,
or?
no, it was. Dude, I'm the same.
I mean,
way.
going-
I'm the
going
same way. That I
forward.
wasn't quite sure. No, right now they're like in it. Now they're in the national
they're in the
championship, which is
final.
best 2 or 3. But
Okay, 2 or
the World Series consisted of 2 brackets that were double elimination. So
it's just the tournament.
Right,
The World Series
right.
is the tournament.
Yeah.
But they did it the best way they could do it, in the sense that they won all 3. They didn't have to go to a lost game. So,
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I
that's
mean,
tomorrow
they're on a
night, Monday night.
Yeah, they're on a roll, man, for sure. And they almost didn't make it in. Apparently they were one of the 4. You know how that works in these things.
I
But if
don't.
I
well, no, like
don't
in the
either.
NCAA tournament, though, in basketball.
Oh, is it play-in?
Well, they were the last 4 in. Apparently, they were not really.
So they were the 16 seed?
kind
Just
of
kind of
sure.
eking in. I bet it's not
It's
quite
historical.
that.
Not quite that, but it was. It's been a run for sure.
Yeah.
We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Very good. Let's do that. Let's get out of here. Jim, it's a pleasure having you here, my friend.
James, it really was.
Thank you for the. Yeah, hop on. You can hop on the mic here really quick. Which one is that? E? Is that green?
That's
Over there?
green.
All right, green. We don't usually let you guys hop on the microphone. God knows what you'll say.
He did put his glasses on for some reason.
Good
But
boy.
he's been
But-
so well
He's
behaved
been
over in the
so
corner.
well behaved. I feel like he's earned.
Yeah, he's earned a moment.
He's
I
earned a
think.
moment.
Gave me a look like when I said that.
He still is giving you a look. There you
Jim's
go.
got the headphones
Jim's
on.
like, enough, Biggie. How you doing, bud?
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure
Don't
being
get on
here.
that mic.
Don't be
Yeah, but
shy.
that
Just get up on
a
that.
dick.
There you go. Like a dick. There you go. Thank you, E. No, thank you for the homemade salsa. That looks delicious.
I'm sure you'll taste it.
The vanilla Gorilla already was diving into it, so God only knows what's left of that. But, yeah, and bringing beers and Jack Daniels and being a member.
Yeah, thanks for coming all the way from Caro.
Caro. Yes.
If anybody
shit.
has any automotive problems up in Caro, let Jim know.
Dude,
Really?
that's where I almost got in a fight in that bar doing comedy at the bowling alley, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Where is that?
Fuck, man, that is out there.
About 30 miles north of Lapeer.
Yep.
How
It's
long
up
did it take
there.
you to get here?
Hour and a half.
Shit.
James.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, James.
Yeah.
I'm used to the drive, though. I used to have a business uptown in Auburn Hills. So
Well,
Okay.
yes.
I would drive that for
So what do you do in Caro? Is that how it's pronounced?
Caro. I have my own repair shop, automotive repair shop.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yes.
Very good. You give it a plug. No?
Quasny Automotive.
Quasny Automotive. Yeah, hell yeah. If you're up there and you're not going to Quasny Automotive, you're a fucking asshole.
I agree
Stop being an
wholeheartedly.
asshole and go to Quasny Automotive.
Yes, sir.
There you go. And so you guys can do everything. You guys, like, if I got a flat, I can call you up. You can handle that.
No.
What if I run out of oil? Can you guys handle that? Are you capable?
Yes, we
You
can.
can?
We can handle that.
I got some dents on the side of my car.
Can't help you with it.
Fuck. What's your specialty? Chipped windshield?
No, mainly European and Asian vehicles.
Really?
With a smattering of domestics.
Wow.
Well, really? What is that? What like? So if some guy's got a fancy ass Italian car, you're the guy.
I've had some Maserati customers,
Yeah.
but mostly, there was a lot of BMW, Jaguar.
Bimmers.
Saab, perhaps.
Something always asked backwards.
Yeah, it's true. I used to have one.
Is that right?
Love
Pain in
them.
the ass. Yeah.
How about the Merkur, the XR4 Ti?
Absolutely fabulous.
Is
Really?
that right?
They were great cars.
I used to love those back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you get off when we're talking cars, when Jay and I start really going deep in cars?
You know, like
discussion?
I like red ones. Mike
Yeah.
likes blue ones.
I like red ones a lot. I'm fine with black
I
ones as well.
I like black ones as well. I just like
Yeah.
red better.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. He said that one word, and I kind of cringe when I hear that because that just.
Which word? Red?
No,
What?
Car? What did he say?
I can't say it.
What is it?
Begins with a B.
Bimmer.
Bimmer.
Yeah, I recoil.
Really?
That just tells me you've never owned one.
I have owned a
But
Bimmer.
hold on,
so that's the
man.
thing.
We had a whole thing via email about 2 years ago where people were calling them Beamers and Bimmers.
With Brad, yeah, that was me.
Oh, that was you.
Oh, you and Brad were getting into it?
Oh yeah, that's the E21 out in the driveway right there.
Oh,
and then
wow.
I've got the
It's got the Bimmer out there.
E53.
Yeah.
Beamer, sorry, whatever.
No, just
I
E21. E21.
Okay.
Just call it what it is.
What is the E21?
That's
I mean, I know, but for the lay that doesn't.
That's each of those cars are designated into individual chassis for a production type.
He lost me. Is it red or?
black. It's
He's legit mad.
oh, he should be.
He drove all the way from Cairo.
I had a Bimmer X 325X.
325iX.
No,
Yeah, I believe Jim. I'm sorry.
it was
Mike.
black.
I
though.
believe Jim.
It was
Yeah,
black.
that was a E30.
Yeah, right. Obviously, yeah.
It's because of the chassis. You know.
Yeah. Well, all
It was
the
black, but it had leather like seats and stuff too. So it was,
all
it was
the
awesome.
manufacturers, BMW's not exclusive. I mean, Mercedes has the same designation with their own, nomenclature, like W124 or 126.
Obviously.
223.
Sure.
But all the Europeans have that, and it's just, whenever you hear somebody say,
Dimmer.
Yeah,
I
it's
just,
like
he's
finally
an
this guy
absolute
gets
fool.
it. This guy gets it.
It's
Yeah,
just
Bimmer.
derogatory. I'm just like, man, really? Just
I had never heard anyone say that before that email string. That whole Bimmer.
Probably
I've
the
heard
guy that says
Beamer,
Adidas. did.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it
I
just
snarky. It's smug.
Yeah.
And with a man with your linguistic lexicon, which is very strong,
I-
I would have thought that would have
Yeah.
sounded like crap coming out of your mouth.
I had never heard it.
I can't even say that. And
Yeah.
I've been involved in that community for decades, and everybody that that's had
In the Bimmer community, you mean, or the?
It really bothers him.
Yeah.
It's like
No, I just-
kryptonite.
He's going after my goat.
No, I am not after goats. I would never do that to you. You're
No,
a
we've always
paying member. We cherish you.
We've always called them after the chassis, and whenever anybody would come in and say, "Oh, that's this, that," it's like, okay, you've never had one, so
Yeah. Poor people. I had that, like I said, the
Unwashed
325XI. The Bimmer 325XI. It was black. You would have loved it. It was black, and I believe it was tan. I believe tan leather interior.
Ooh, sounds
and
nice.
Moonroof, sunroof.
Sounds beautiful, Mike.
So it was quick, man. Yeah, it had the sunroof and stuff. Yeah.
Did
the
your dad crash
automatic?
that one too?
No, my dad didn't crash the fucking automatic. I did because they stopped making the fucking stick that year. The Bimmer was like, no.
Is that true, Jim?
Yes.
Stop making the stick that year.
They
I'm
did.
gonna believe
no,
Jim on this one.
No, that was
Dude.
an option. That was an option. They stopped.
Not an option.
Mike picked an automatic.
Bullshit.
Mike
I
picked an
would
automatic.
never.
Wow.
My Hummer, I ordered. It was red, not orange. Fuck you.
It's orange. It's
I
burnt
ordered,
orange.
and it
it was
took-
a Hummer 2. It was like with a
yeah,
smaller
the
one.
H2. It was I didn't have the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. It took 6 extra weeks to get it because I demanded a fucking stick shift and they had to bring it from Tennessee. So when I got my Bimmer, my buddy had a 5-speed silver one. You would have loved it, Jay. It was silver.
Yeah.
I know it's not your first choice, but it was a like seriously
silver cars.
beautiful silver 5-speed with a moonroof. And so I was like, awesome, 325XI.
IX.
That I was getting, and it was black, but they were like, "No, dude, it doesn't come in a fucking stick shift anymore."
They lied to you. You were lied.
All right.
Lied to.
Really?
Wool was being pulled.
Well, I hate to hear that. I'm gonna make a phone call when we get done here. 'Cause,
Yeah, they no longer make manual transmissions. They're all automatic with the dual shift gate.
He specially ordered them
Even the
automatic, didn't
black, even the ones that come in red.
Even then.
Fuck. Wow.
he? Hey, thanks again, man.
Jim, it's
Hey.
been a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, guys.
Honestly, seriously, we appreciate the support. It means more than you ever will know. All of you guys, seriously. Thank you for the salsa, the beer, the liquor, the long drive, the car details. It's good to talk with an actual car junkie like us. Like
Thank
this
you in
from time to
advance
time,
for
so-
spooning with E tonight.
Exactly. So anyway, we'll leave it there. We've gone long. That's Jim's fault. If you got a problem, take it up with him. And yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.
Listen to God.